One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Stanford Cardinals. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Memphis Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's... to the field. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around.
There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
On the run, still looking. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Stanford.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover it longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
So Memphis offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. game left. Pass to 45. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cardinal! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Makes a move. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The play-action fake. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. The give to the lone running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off?
Breaks into the open. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Cantrell. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Memphis will be forced to punt. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. The Cardinal pen deep in their own end, looking for a little room here on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Right back to him on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Sullivan. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Quarterback extends the play. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left.
What we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's going to fire to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Turning it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Stanford! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the returner goes down. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking downfield on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting...
There he goes. Just keeps moving. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers are on the move.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gonna swing it on second down. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far.
Set, ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Rock. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back. He made him pay.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. we open the final period with a third down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
Well, this guy has had a day to remember, putting up outstanding numbers in this one, and he is still piling on in the fourth quarter, breaking off some beautiful runs. This defense has not had an answer for him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Going over the top. It's caught. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Memphis wants to move quickly.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Rock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game. You know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Second down coming up.
Let's go.
Back to pass. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space, it's Sullivan. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0. Ball game is over. Well, this